Hello, and welcome back to episode 2 of Automation, where we're playing in Soviet Archana, and we're trying to make not crap boxes, but here we are, making them to start. I had a suggestion and thought, and rather than call it a people mover, we can't call it an SUV. It's kind of the micro van Volkswagen bus sort of thing. And we're doing the Soviet Archana thing. Might call it Skating Van 46. I like it because it's like the soccer mom thing, except skating mom. Avoids the SUV thing. And because it's skating, something you might do in a Soviet Eastern Bloc country, and it has the really narrow tires. So it works. I don't know, it tickles me. You guys tell me what you think. Tell me I'm off my rocker. Do the proper van. And fixins or fixtures should map over pretty well. This is a delivery van, so we want something a little bit different. That's not the right category. I want the all paint slots. Edit this paint. That's a little too bright. Forest green. Goes for something a little brighter. Yeah, let's go with global paints because we'll be using this again. Or not. All body panels. Oh, kind of a sickly yellow. There's that forest green. Could go with the plain white van. Get stuck on this color too much. Do the off-color forest thing. But we will do the trim slot as a bright white, or should we do yellow? Oh, jeez. Yellow and green. Why did I not see that one coming? Yep. Doing it. There's nothing you can do to make me stop. Alright, so we have a delivery van, 2 seats. That's what I was looking for. Actually, it makes an excellent budget vehicle. Nice. So the big difference is this has 2 seats. A lot of these require more. Did we adjust the number of seats on the other one? I don't even remember already. Keep the tires. Keep the brakes. Oh, we didn't tweak the suspension either. Wow. It was already doing so well. Yeah, and they continue to like it when the spacing is, hey, this is the get up and go gear. We want a utility just as a basic. I could tweak this some more. I'm not sure I want to. Try to adjust it to get the drivability a little bit better. But the springs will be a little bit stiff. Really? You guys like it that way? Oh, probably because of the ride frequency. It's comfortable. No improvements there. A little bit better with a lighter damper in the back, probably because of the heavy load. Sway bars, lighter, less expensive. Get rid of them to a limit. Yeah, rip that front one off. Don't need one. Just need one for the rear load. Leave it there. 500. Good grief. Even in all my experimenting, I don't think I've ever seen 500. Not that we're going to be selling a ton of these. There we go. There's the second one. People van. This one will be UV. Go back into this one. Oh, we did do the seating. We did not do the suspension. Not surprised utility ends up being the highest preset. Because Arjana. Yeah, because for the people vehicles, they like between 1.3 and 1.4 hertz. Typically. They're considering full load on this one. Which I can set the suspension up here using these. So no cargo, one person, all the way up to all seats occupied and maximum cargo load. And different categories will like it different. Up the dampers. Of course, the rear dampers want to be higher. Not too high. 400. See, one they're liking to have some sway bar. 410 range, none in the back. Barely one in the front. It's hitting that 99.8%. You get the drivability for slow steering on the understeer line. That's generally where people like it for comfort. For sports vehicles, you want this S over on the oversteer line. So the mutually exclusive. And then terminally understeers. The fast one in here. There it is. Terminally understeers, which is desirable. Last thing you want to do is go spinning out because you have to dodge a squirrel. Oh, I guess the Soviet Arch on a Dodge gear. Then, for giggles, I think we'll use the van as the clone for this. Strong. 500, I can't believe that. Even counts for heavy delivery. Not that there's a ton of sales to be made in that category. Got to switch it already. Clear the engine slot. Select. See if we can do anything with the sporty engine. Not that it's very sporty. For this one, we want all paint slots. Global. No, not what I want. The make it all bronzy like. Not too much a fan of the cherry red. Oh yeah, like a copper. No, copper would be brighter. Almost a not quite a bronze. Maybe a rose brass. Do that one. Trim. Do maybe a brighter orange. We'll do the red for that. Yellow. White. Just a paler. Fixtures are still in place. We'll tweak this last. I don't even know where this would classify. Two-seater right now. At most we can do 3. These are all the sports categories over here. Definitely not going to hit that category. Well, we might be able to. There's some prestige desirability. I just don't think it's sporty enough. I don't think it will be for any of these. But this amuses me. That one requires some prestige. That one requires a lot less. We're more likely to get it. Not that it has enough sportiness. And then, of course, the convertible, it doesn't count. And neither does the luxury. And that's premium. I don't think we can hit that one either. Let's see where we can get it, though. See if we can target track. Absolutely silly track vehicle, but okay, due to cost concerns, the sports compound, not the slicks. Actually hurts the desirability. Because it's not fast at all. Leave it at 2 seats for the moment. Interesting. Not gonna want that, that's added weight. Add some better brakes. More expensive pad type. Rippy. Seems the sweet spot is right there, which once we adjust sizes, that might change. Want more front. We'll do 60. And we'll just increase the front brake size. Take that balance a little bit. There we go. Stops in 60 meters. So, want a larger rim. How big is that? That looks silly. I want bigger tires. I want 16-inch rims if possible. Looks like we're limited. We're gonna have to drop it down. We want to have some flexibility on tire width. Very odd sports vehicle. As if that weren't obvious. I'm tired. Alright, 117. Drop it 1. 117. A little bit more drivable. Lower weight as well. More expensive because you're using more rubber. Tire will be more flexible. Because as you take corners, this sidewall flexes. It's essentially part of the suspension. Oh yeah, and with all these changes, I gotta redo the brakes. Should shift the brake bias. Just make the rear brakes bigger as well. Expensive option. Won't go any higher than that. We're hurting drivability a lot by making this heavier. Big brakes, fore and aft, 11-inch rims. See. Okay, 4 gears, kind of silly. Give it an extra 10 miles an hour. Drop the facing. Target 52 miles an hour with second gear. We'll do 50. 53 will work. Actually, they're really not liking that. Going up, keep going up. There's a sudden spike in, yeah, right there. As we shift into the next gear over. Let's see. Close can we get to 52 miles an hour for that second gear? That should be good. Not going to do four-wheel drive. How silly is this? Does work for track premium as well. I don't think it'll be very competitive. Somebody wants a sporty delivery van, they have it. I don't know why I left that extra seat in there. Just to see how it does. Drop it down to 1. But still wanted it for 40 delivery vehicle. Yep, that's just not competitive enough. So we won't make it. I'm not surprised by that. I wanted to see how it did. How realistic we could make it. And now that I have a better idea of what this is, apparently I'm coming up with G names today. Now let's go with Grumble. Go back to the project. Actually, I'm not going to change it any. I have our project. We have a car factory, which we have to adjust now. Need to add steel presses because we have the steel body panels. Too expensive to upgrade. And no surety. As staff costs and factory costs increase every month. We want some automation. It reduces staff costs, reduces costs per production unit, increases production unit output, but increases tooling costs. And tooling quality save a little bit of money there, hurts the quality. I'd like to get that cost per unit down to like 1070. Now I'm running into diminishing returns. We're going to have to accept a higher cost or higher cost per unit. I think we'll go with that. Hurts our quality just a little bit. Not too bad. Cost per car. I'd like to see that lower though. Go with 65. And we'll take the hit in tooling costs. 120 million. Done. No going back now. Then we'll take a look here. All the pressure, we want this out as fast as possible. All the funding, we want it out as fast as possible. It's almost down to 2 years. Take a look at the engine management for that. We're not going to make that one. The sport engine. Medium factory, leave it be. No special things required. So, actually, let's back up and we will delete this one. So 2,500, we really don't need the automation. I like them to be cheaper for each. We just don't need the production. You'll see it's kind of a sliding scale. The first 10%, big difference, you lose 40. Second 10, you lose like 23. Third 10, losing like 10 more. You can get it to pretty low overall if you're willing to spend the money. $140, price $156. Cooling quality will have good engine. I think I'll keep it within the bell curve. We'll do 70 and 30. $150 per engine. Under $10 per production unit. Staff costs are a little bit because of the lack of automation, but that's fine. Now let's see. Pressure, funding. I have 32 months, so we might target 3 years then. Can probably get it down, but I don't want to sacrifice too much on the engine. Hearing time. Liability. Process. Tooling makes them take less production units. Keep the process at the mid-level then. Just do a little bit more tooling or make it more expensive. We'll add a little bit to reliability. Can we get it up to 70? 10% increase in reliability. Then we can drop the pressure down. They can learn a little bit about this. Not showing up here, but I think it is actually implemented. I'd have to double check. Do 59. Drop the funding a little bit. 10%. There we go. So $16 million to get this project for our engine. Variant 1. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sign off on that project. Actually, before I forget, want to export into BeamNG. Because of course we want to drive this around the track, see how it does. That I didn't save the sports version now. Delivery van's going to be no different. Very, very similar. So I will leave it. We'll get back to the engine project. Ah, right. We have to finish this one. So we did target 48 months. I forgot already. Go back. We're looking. We did target 48 months. At 36. Dial it back then. Reduce the tooling. Reduce the process, a more manual process. There we go. So significant increase in production units. Reliability stays high. And we do it in 3 months. The sign off just the engine. Done with the grumble. Back to the grumble. 36 months. I think we can target that 70 reliability. Ooh, that's going to be rough. Get tooling costs up. Making the budget van a bit more affordable. Sacrifice process. Increase the tooling a little bit more. 600, good grief. All right. And no, the tooltip says we're not going to, or that's current familiarity. All right. do want to take the time and learn a little bit, get familiar, so these projects go faster. All right. First year we'll still be making up. A reason we can't target it a little bit more aggressively. Still can't get over that 600. Even assuming the economy does poorly. We could get away with charging more and it'd be fine. The numbers are forecast is saying. I'll leave it even. We'll do a payback of 4 years rather than 5. That increases the price in and of itself. Could even do 3, but that's a big jump in price, and we want these to be affordable to as many people as possible. I think that's cutting into our profits too much. We'll do the 4-year buyback. We have 36 and 36 months. 2 glorious, glorious vans. And that's a sign off. We have enough time left over. We can actually accelerate time and move forward. But before I do, we have a sense of the cost of the project. I'm going to spend loads of money expanding our network in Archana. Spend a little bit to expand it in Deluha. Then we'll move forward. Zip through these 3 years. We're going to be hitting a recession just as we get to... Oh, no. Economy's climbing. We're going to hit at a high point. Good time for release. Oh, here come all the costs. Here we are. First month. 1949. We're going to get a whole bunch of new technology. See how this first month goes. 8 million. Not great, not awful. 9, 9, 10. We're selling every single one we have. No new tech for a while. Making a nice tidy profit though. I think with that, I won't wait for the drum. 2 shoe drums. The monocoque frame. I'll wait 1 more year and hit both of those. I think we will spend a little money. Fuel system, 25K. We want body. Top end. It's not even. That's tough because I can't think of one that I really do want. Because we're not going to be making V8 super beef engines. I would like to get the fuel system higher. Good sacrifice on the body. We're not going to make the most modern designs. Or we could focus on the chassis and get some decent suspension options. Or aspiration. No, I think we'll do chassis. That spends 100,000 in research and development. Check our monthly sales. Lots of delivery vans. Lots of family utility. And utility budget. Look, we're even selling in the muscle category. Without the sport version. Which we'll have to have the sport version for this next go around. Archana, they care about drivability. Spend 5,000 a month on that. Care about what did I have to lose? Whoops. Drivability. We care about comfort. And we can't advertise to other things. That keeps it under 10,000. And I think with that, we'll call it to an end of an episode, right as we're hitting a recession, where our profits are climbing rapidly, doing very well. No extra leftovers each month. We're selling every single one. Margin is huge. And we're doing very well for ourselves. We'll go through one more year, I think. We'll get those, and then we'll use that for a sport version. May even take out a loan to start a second factory for a coupe. But that's all stuff for another time. Thanks for staying till the end. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Take care.